to the Franklin County NC podcast. I'm James Hicks, and this is a podcast about Franklin County, North Carolina. On our broadcast, we hope you will learn a few things you didn't know about Franklin County, North Carolina, plus some helpful tips for you in your daily lives. So today I'm in the podcast studio alone again to talk with you about some exciting things that have happened and are coming up in Franklin County. So let's get right on to it. So in the last couple of weeks, we've had a couple of exciting news things happen. I'll just go a little bit backwards, and something that was just now released, some information that's going to be helpful with helping out some families in need. So our Franklin County Department of Social Services, who operates the Care and Share Center here in Lewisburg, received a $2,500 grant from Food Lion Feeds Charitable Foundation. And this helps the Care and Share operations purchase nutritional food for distribution in the community. The grant also supports community feeding partners by helping neighbors increase their access to nutritious food and providing nutrition education to eliminate health risks for those facing food insecurity. The Food Lion Feeds Charitable Foundation is a philanthropic arm of Food Lion, so your Food Lion grocery store, and they provide these grants to food pantries and things like that. The Care and Share Center is located at 110 Industrial Drive in Lewisburg. It's open to the public on Wednesday mornings to provide food items to county residents in need of emergency food assistance. If you want more information about Care and Share, reach out to the Franklin County Department of Social Services. You can get to their information on our website, franklincountync.gov. We also have a couple of interesting news things. The Franklin County Planning Inspections Department has been involved with the publishing of a book, and we released some information a couple of weeks ago about this. So the book is called The Architectural History of Franklin County, North Carolina, and it is available for sale at our Franklin County Libraries and the Franklin County Planning Inspections Department. Now, the book was created based on the works of Catherine Bashir, Megan Funk, Vicki Mason, Philbert Pierce, Michael Sutherland, Jerome Van der Herk, Drusilla York, and others. And it describes the unique architecture found within Franklin County, and it provides a glimpse into the history of Franklin County from this architectural standpoint. These books are available for $60. Like I said, you can purchase them at any of our Franklin County Library branches during their open hours, and also during the normal business hours of the Planning Inspections Department. There is also a book release party happening on Monday, December 4th from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. at the Lewisburg Senior Center at 279 South Bickett Boulevard, where they'll have some books for sale. People involved with that will be around, and it'll be a great little event. Information about broadband has come up a little bit more recently. So the Franklin County hosted a North Carolina Broadband Forum on November 13th at 7 p.m. at Franklin Plaza, and heard from Jeff Brooks, who's with the North Carolina Department of Information Technology's Broadband Infrastructure Office. So he gave a overview of kind of what broadband is, what the broadband grant programs, and the progress that's been made in Franklin County. We actually have a broadband expansion page on our website under About Us Initiatives, and you see broadband expansion there, or you can click on initiatives and get there. And on that broadband page, it has some news, access to the broadband survey, which is incredibly important for people who have not taken the broadband survey in North Carolina to do that, because it asks questions about what your existing capabilities are. That information is information the state uses to award grant opportunities in areas where it's in need. So incredibly important for people to take that survey, because that's what helps get us grant money to expand these opportunities. You can also sign up for service from the providers that are available, learn a little bit about digital literacy, learn about the Affordable Connectivity Program, which is a program that would help subsidize the cost of this if you meet certain program criteria. And then you can learn more about these grant programs, because there are a lot of grant programs that are out there. For most of the part, we've heard and talked about the GREAT grant, which is growing rural economies with access to technology. And we've had Assistant County Manager Will Durfer on a couple of times to talk about those projects. We've had one GREAT grant that has already been completed. There's another GREAT grant with the same company in progress. There's also another GREAT grant with another company. And then we're just now putting some more information out to inform you about a program called, this referred to as RDOF, which is Rural Digital Opportunity Fund. It's an FCC. It's a federal program where they identify the broadband needs in rural communities that have nothing. And those RDOF communities are really going to help get broadband to some really areas that have never really had anything. So that's a great opportunity. We're updating our website with some maps so you can kind of see what is already there and what is coming. So encourage you to check that out on franklincountync.gov under About Us and Initiatives. I want to update you on a multi-year project that's going on in Franklin County in our tax department. The state mandates that, according to a schedule of around 6 or 8 years, all counties have to go through a process called tax revaluation, and it's a reappraisal of properties in the county to adjust for increases and decreases to those properties. So the appraisals have already taken place on the properties, and the appraisal company that was contracted, Pearson's Appraisal, has produced the schedule of values, which is commonly referred to. And the Board of Commissioners have had one public hearing on November 20th, and we'll have another one on December 4th of 2023 to give opportunity for comments on that schedule of values being released. Schedule of values is a more or less a methodology. So the schedule of values doesn't have the exact property values for each and every property. It's more or less the method by which those will be determined. That's the way I sort of understand it. It gets into some very complicated math and different equations and all of that it's not sort of my thing, but this is sort of what I would determine as the methodology of how this goes about. Of course, there's more processes later in the process where the tax department, once the schedule of values is determined, that they'll start generating what that tax value will be. And those notices will go out to the property owners, and there's some time periods for some questions and some things that'll come a little bit later into the earlier parts of 2024 through the spring, and then before the actual tax bills go out. So stay tuned to the Franklin County NC website, franklincountync.gov, on the tax department website for some more information. If you go there, there's this 2024 schedule of values is on the website. There's also some resources, some updates and presentations if you want to try to learn a little bit more about the tax revaluation process. Christmas holidays are just around the corner, and you'll be seeing some of county departments involved in the parades in the towns and some of those holiday events. So be sure to say hello as we have some of our departments participating out there in that. As we get closer to Christmas, we get towards holiday closures. The Franklin County government holiday schedule for the Christmas holiday is published on our Franklin County website, and we also have them listed on some of our locations on the front there. But basically, Monday, December 25th, Tuesday, December 26th, and Wednesday, December 27th, Franklin County will be closed for those holidays. Now, there are some exceptions to that. All of our library branches will be closed on Saturday, December 23rd, Monday, December 25th, Tuesday, December 26th, and Wednesday, December 27th, the county governments. Now, when you get into our solid waste department and Triangle North Executive Airport, the hours will differ just a little bit. I'll start out with Triangle North Executive Airport. Will be open on Saturday, December 23rd from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m., but will be the terminal there will be closed on Sunday, December 24th, Monday, December 25th. We'll reopen on Tuesday, December 26th, and be open on December 27th. Now, our solid waste transfer station and our convenience centers will be open on Saturday, December 23rd. They'll be closed on Monday, December 25th, and reopen for Tuesday, December 26th, and Wednesday, December 27th. Medicaid has expanded in North Carolina, and this has been a topic that's been going on for a little bit of time now. And after the North Carolina legislature and the governor signed the North Carolina Medicaid expansion, the start date kind of got delayed for a couple months, but it's actually now starting December 1st, 2023. That expansion of Medicare is taking place. So Medicaid covers people ages 19 through 64 with higher incomes under this expansion. So eligible individuals may be able to get health coverage through Medicaid even if you don't qualify before. Medicaid pays for doctor visits, yearly checkups, emergency care, mental health, and more at little or no cost to those eligible individuals. So there's some information out there with North Carolina DHHS about Medicaid, but you can actually go to the franklincountync.gov website under the Department of Social Services. There's a North Carolina Medicaid expansion tab on the left. That's got some important information about the process, because you can apply online through NC ePass, and this can be something that will speed up the process. You can also apply at the Franklin County Department of Social Services on-site, mail in a paper application. You can apply at Franklin County Libraries or the Franklin County Senior Centers. So they have paper applications. They also have devices available that you can go online and use to apply for the NC ePass. There's some interesting topics to look at here on our website. We have some frequently asked questions about when you can apply. But people could actually apply before December 1st. Obviously, it goes in effect December 1st, but they were already accepting applications before. Of course, if you can go online, if you choose to do a paper application, you can go online to our website. There's a link to get the paper application, download it, fill it out, and mail it to the DSS office at 107 Industrial Drive, Suite A, Lewisburg, North Carolina, 27549. I will say, though, if you can do it online, it will greatly help and speed up that process. So it also says, how long does it take to process applications? And it can take up to 45 days for North Carolina DHHS to process an application, and any incomplete applications may cause that to go up in time. So make sure you check over that information, and if you know anyone who may be in this range, we've had some information out before about how this does increase by a good bit the Medicaid eligible recipients in Franklin County. So if you're interested in finding out about eligibility, go check those websites out. If you are already on Medicaid coverage, will you see any changes with this? And no, all current beneficiaries with full medication will not see changes. This Medicaid expansion is only adding eligibility for people who would not have made necessarily that cutoff line that previously existed. So Like I said, if you have information, if you want to learn more information about North Carolina Medicaid expansion here in Franklin County, you go to franklincountync.gov, departments, social services, and then that NC Medicaid expansion tab. Or you can also check out medicaid.ncdhhs.gov/expansion for information about that. Well, as we wind down just a little bit on this season finale of the Franklin County NC podcast, I want to talk about sort of where we're heading. We've had a great year of our first season, having started this in around November of 2022 and gotten an opportunity to talk to a lot of different guests, people who were available and relevant to the time period. We know we spent a lot of time on emergency management topics, because those are very relevant, and there's a lot of things that we that come around as far as prevention and being prepared for disaster. So we may have some more of that on there, but I'm really excited about what we have coming up. In the not too distant future, we should be having an episode about economic development and talk with our new economic development director, Barbara Fedor, who has a background in international business and has already hit the ground running here in Franklin County. We hope to also talk about growth and how that affects Franklin County. We've had a lot of population growth over the years, and there's a lot of different things that factor into that. So we hopefully will talk with probably a couple of guests on that, and maybe even the county manager. So stay tuned for season 2 of the Franklin County NC podcast, which will be coming out in 2024. As we wind this down, we want to, of course, send out our holiday wishes to all of our listeners. Thank you for sticking with us. I know this podcast has evolved a little bit. We've tried to make some improvements as we can, as we keep moving and try to get you the information that you need. Some things that are important, relevant, and interesting for what's going on here in Franklin County. So 2024 season 2, look for some more exciting topics as we continue on. Well, that's about all the time we have left for today. The Franklin County NC podcast is produced by Franklin County as a public service to better inform and provide timely and relevant information. Tune in for more informative shows about what is happening in Franklin County. Subscribe to this podcast on your favorite platform, like or rate the podcast, and share it with your friends and family. To find out more about Franklin County NC, go to our website at franklincountync.gov and sign up for our email newsletter while you are there. For all of us here at Franklin County, I'm James Hicks, and we'll talk to you soon.